Hi, I'm Dr. Pam Jarvis. Just doing a very quick little podcast saying why I think it's very, very important for young people to vote. First of all, to introduce you to my grandchildren. They're clearly not old enough to vote. When they were born, I had huge hopes for them that they were coming into an internationalising world, that they would be able to work abroad without any big difficulty with passports and immigration and all of that type of thing. I thought that they would hopefully do better and have a better life than my generation. Some of the things that have happened in the last 2 or 3 years have made me a bit less hopeful about that, and for that reason I think it's very important that young people vote, because there's a lot changing in the world and it's really important that you make your voices heard. But there's another reason why I think it's very important that you vote. This goes back to the past now. On the left here you'll see my great-grandfather John Watts. He was born in 1869 and the people did not get the vote. Men over 21 did not get the vote until he was nearly 50. He was a founder member of the Independent Labour Party, and he did a lot to work for people who didn't have a lot of money, didn't have a lot of influence throughout his lifetime. In between the pictures you'll see his daughter, who is my Auntie Daisy. She was one of the first female councillors in London, and she fought quite hard for women to get the vote. So people over 20, men over 21 didn't get the vote until 1918, unless that was a free vote for all men over 21, and women over 21 didn't get the vote until 1928, and that was the year my mother was born, who is his granddaughter and her niece. So that is within living memory, and you can see on the right, this is the poster that Daisy embroidered for the women's labour movement that was involved in getting women the vote. So in my family you really did have to vote. There was quite a lot of talk about how hard that family members had fought for the vote, and we were expected to. So really, that's my ancestors, but this is the future, and I really, really would like young people to say what they want in this current election, because these young people can't. And the situation, the international situation is changing, and it's very important in this election that young people make their voices heard. So if you don't do it for you, please do it for the people even younger than you, who are going to live through most of the 21st century, and it's going to be so important what we decide in this coming election.